What's up, guys? Phil Gertis. I'm back. It's another episode of Dominate Your Life. This is season 4, episode 9. Only one more episode after this one. I am live via Facebook. First season ever. We've done every single episode live. And from what I'm getting, you guys are loving it. Look, we're making a decision on whether or not we want to stay live or go back to the edited versions where it's a video and everything else. So you make sure you let us know. Before we get started here, guys, obviously I'm in my home. It's a bit of a mess, and that's just all right. So here's the deal. Before we get started, we got to do what we do every single time. We have to give thanks. Guys, be happy. Be thankful. My goodness gracious. Be pumped up about the fact that, one thing, you're here for another day. If you get nothing from this video, if you get absolutely nothing else from this video, be excited and proud and happy you are here for another day. So guys, I had a conversation with my son. My wife and I have been working through a bit of an issue, and I had a conversation with my son who's 8 years old, and then something else happened today quite recently, so it led me to bring up this topic today, and I don't see the topic as I wrote it, but it's something along the lines of what's so wrong with being happy, right? What's so wrong with being happy? And this will actually lead me to a conversation I had with my son. So actually, let's start with that. Let's start with a conversation I had with my son. My son is 8 years old, and as of late, he has been commenting more and more and more that he really doesn't want to go to school. He doesn't want to. Now, he's great in school. He does quite well in school, but he doesn't want to go to school. He doesn't want to be in school all day. He doesn't want to sit in the chairs. He doesn't want to, he basically just wants to have fun, right? He's a very free spirit, my 8-year-old is. So this morning, I took him to school. I told him yesterday, I said, Ethan, I'm gonna drive you to school in the morning, and we're just gonna talk a little bit. So we let him sit in the front seat, and it's only a couple minutes away, and we take back roads to school. So it was okay, and he's big enough anyway. But my point is, we started talking, and he starts saying to me, I don't like school, I don't like school, I don't like school. And I said, Ethan, wait a minute, don't keep saying you don't like school. And he said, why? I said, because that's all you're focusing on. I said, all you're focusing on is the fact that you don't like school. And he says to me, well, but Dad, I don't. Right? Because he's 8, so he just speaks very matter-of-factly. So he says, but Dad, I don't like school. And I said, okay, I get it, but you're going to be in school for like 12, 13, 14 more years, or however long it is. You're going to have to go to school. So you have a choice to make. You can be the type of person that always focuses on what's negative. You can be the type of person that always says, what they don't appreciate, what they don't have, what other people have, what's not going well for them, or what they're not happy about. Or you can be the type of person that doesn't pretend things aren't there, but they just focus on the good. So I said, why don't we focus on the good for the day? Why don't you start thinking today about the things you're happy about, the things you're excited about, the things that, I said, it's a half day of school today. Let's get happy about that. It's only a half day. You'll be bam, bam, in and out. My son's allowed to use his iPad. He's allowed to use his iPad on Fridays and Saturdays anytime he wants, literally anytime. Fridays after school. And on Sundays, he has to ask. And Monday through Thursday, he's not allowed to use it at all, right? So that's the rule in our house. So I said, it's Friday and you have a half day. So this is 3 extra hours of using your iPad. And he was happy about that, right? So here's my point. What are we focusing on? Recently, yesterday, actually, I purchased my wife a brand new SUV, and I purchased myself a brand new sedan. And I posted a picture up, and somebody had a comment to make about my post in general, and the intent isn't to call them out. The intent is to just talk about this here. So they commented about how my poster. They said life isn't about just money and things, right? And then they commented how I always post about money, which is the complete opposite of what I post about. So it's kind of funny. But the question that I have is not the obvious question, like, so what and things like that, and what does that have to do? No, not those questions. The question I have is, what would people prefer? So if I have somebody who is constantly, see, this is the type of thinker I am. This is the type of person I am. So you just bear with me and let me know if maybe you fit into that mold. If I have a person that always posts on their social media feeds success, if I have a person that always posts things about winning and dominating life and very positive and very motivating, guess what? Those are the people that I aim to surround myself with. Those are the people that I aim to surround myself with. Those are the people that I aim to focus. Those are the people that I call, I send messages to. Guys, I personally have people that I have messaged on social media that are at the top of their game. I'm talking next level in their industries who have never responded back to me. But gosh darn it, I message them and message them and message them. Because if nothing else, they will know that I am inspired by their life. Now, there's somebody saying, wait a minute, hold on a second, Phil. This is just Facebook. It's not really people's lives, right? It's not really what people are living. Well, that's debatable, you see. I did buy 2 new vehicles yesterday. I do live in a beautiful house that my wife and I, had remodeled. I do have a beautiful motorcycle. I do have 2 gorgeous children. I do have a stunning wife. What do you want me to tell you? Do you want me to focus on the negative? Because I'm not saying life is perfect. I'm just saying I choose to focus on the exceptional. And I challenge you to do the same thing. No one's life is perfect. No one's life is perfect. I go through things. I go through things mentally, spiritually. I go through things financially. I go through things in every fashion you can imagine, just like the next person. But the point is, I don't focus on those things. You see, if you scroll back through my Facebook, you won't see negative because I don't post negative. I post success, happiness, joy, love, peace. And I urge you guys to do the same thing. And I know a lot of you already are. But that's what we should be, because ultimately we have a life brand. We have a life brand, and it's not this social brand in the sense of, being on billboards and commercials and things of that nature. What it is, it's a life brand. It's the thought people have of you. As soon as they think of you, do they think about love? Do they think, my goodness, that person is inspiring? But Phil, I don't have anything to inspire people with. Well, that's not true. Wake up in the morning and just say hello. Just wake up in the morning and put a post up somewhere that says, hey, it's going to be a beautiful day. If you need me to remind you, call me, message me. Put a post up like that tomorrow morning. You see, that alone lets people know that, yes, you put a bland post up, a broad post up, but the fact remains that should someone need you, you're there and they know it. So yes, I could post to you every time I'm frustrated. I could post on social media every time I'm upset. Every time my temper starts raging, I could post all those. I could post every time I'm unsure of life's direction. Or I can continue to post the gifts that God refuses to stop giving me. And I mean the cars, the motorcycle, the house, the children, the wife, the friends, the people I meet only but for a moment. I mean the breath I'm taking here now to share with you. I mean the blessing of the sunlight. I mean the blessing of the hint of uptake in temperature today here in Maryland that will allow me to take my motorcycle out for just maybe one more ride for the season before I put it up for the season. I mean the blessing of knowing that my grass hasn't grown too much this week, so I may not need to cut it. You see, if you're going to question something, question why I'm so darn thankful for everything. And let me help you become just as thankful. Guys, Forrest Gump said, Mama used to say, life is like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're going to get. I completely disagree with that. Life is like a box of chocolates, but I only eat milk chocolate, so I just buy milk chocolate. In other words, create the life you want so that you're never jealous, you're never upset, you're never frustrated with someone else's life, and you're thankful not only for the chocolate you're eating, but the chocolate they chose to eat as well. I love you. God bless you. If you need me, I am always here. Share this live with somebody. Share it with someone that needs to hear it. Folks, let's dominate. Let's win. Let's love. Let's touch people. Let's bless people. Let's lift people up and succeed. I love you. God bless you. Choose win. Phil Gertis, Dominate Your Life, Season 4, Episode 9. Guys, there's one more episode. One more episode in Season 4, and then we'll have a break. I love you. I'll see you back for Episode 10. God bless you.